So we've rocked up in Malacca on the coach this morning from Singapore, not realising that this week is Diwali, the Indian Festival of Light. We're in Little India now. It's a little bit mental here. There's stalls selling food and clothes, homemade biscuits, there's lights, there's incense. It's all a little bit mad. Tomorrow Jack turns up from Borneo. They've been there for 4 days, they get here tomorrow night. We struggled to get here, but I think the next few days every bus is full, so we're lucky to have got here. Jack's struggling to get a bus out to Singapore on Monday because it's still festival, and he has to be there ready for a flight off to, I don't know where he's going next, Japan I think, but this is going to be party central for the next 3 days. Look at all these yummy sweets ready for Diwali. As you can see, not every day is a holiday when we're travelling. We've got important things to do, like getting the washing done, sorting out data, getting a SIM card for Malaysia, and that was cheap. My God, it was cheap. But yeah, it's just gone midday. We've worked out what we're going to do for the next week or two ish. We've got to book a hotel in Kuala Lumpur. We've got to book the bus. And yeah, do laundry. After the excitement of doing our laundry and other admin, we took a short walk to the Chinese cemetery just a few minutes from the hotel. The Bukit Sinha, or Malay word meaning Chinese hill, and 2 adjoining hills form the Chinese graveyard. It covers an area of 250,000 square miles, or 62 acres, and has over 12,000 graves, some of which date back to the Ming dynasty, and is said to be the largest Chinese graveyard outside of China. Although rather overgrown and seemingly unkempt, many of the large family plots have had fairly new additions. Gotta say, that just scared the bejesus out of us, because there are troop of monkeys here. In the middle of the city. Yeah. Chinese fella just said to us, yeah, keep going, they're fine. And they don't look like the big ones that attack. Loads of them running around. Apparently the oldest Roman Catholic church in Malaysia is in Malacca, and we drove past it on the bus, and I thought it'd be interesting to have a look at. And as we were walking from the cemetery back, here it is, St. Pedro's Church. I think it's St. Pedro's.
St. Peter's Church.
Oh, St. Pedro's, so St. Peter.
St. Peter's Church.
Built in 1710. Unfortunately, it's completely locked up, so we can't even go and see it. It does look nice from the outside, but I don't think I'm going to waste time coming back to see it tomorrow.
Nah.
So goodbye, St. Pedro.
Peter.
It says St. Pedro up there.
It says St. Peter.
So a little bit of a story. Malacca is actually named after a tree. They've also named the river Malacca, and here it is. I was wondering why, as we're so close to the sea, it didn't go up and down, but there's a dam and a lock at the other end. This is where we were dropped off at the Swiss hotel, and we've just come and walked over to this, which is called Sentosa Island.
No, it's not called Sentosa Island. There is a house here called Villa Sentosa.
Same thing.
Which is a museum. It's not an island, hun. It's a museum. It's a traditional Malay house, and apparently it's been the same for 100 years, and it's maintained by one family.
Just one house?
It's just one house.
We've walked this way for one house. So this is known as Temple Street, with the 3 main religious buildings: the Hindus, the Islamic mosque, and the Buddhist temple, all down the same road. Historically they've all been together, very close, and unfortunately this Roman Catholic church is miles away. We saw that yesterday, completely locked up and closed with no way of getting in. There's a few tat shops down here, and we're gonna have a nosy. As you may know, I don't really do religion, but if I did, I'd be a Chinese Buddhist. This is the sacrifices: the cigarette butts, the Guinness, and all the Guinness and stout. Yeah, I wonder what it means. There's only one guy here who doesn't talk, he just gestures for us to come in. Very quiet, very peaceful, off the main road. So this is the main Chinese Buddhist temple in Malacca. 2 doors down is the Hindu temple, and then 2 doors down from that is the Islamic Mosque, which is the oldest in the country. So here we are inside the main mosque in Malacca. You don't normally get to go inside smaller mosques, you get the big, massive, great big ones. This is quite a privilege really. We do have to dress appropriately. It is very, very quiet. I've got a great big kind of covering my arms and my legs up. Claire's got the covering her hair and sleeves up. It is really quite nice. Very serene again. We're just off the main road, 2 or 3 doors up from the Hindu temple that we couldn't go in because it was locked. Looks like this is where they wash before prayer, I'm guessing. So as usual, I got it wrong. This is the main Buddhist temple. The other one was another one 3 doors, 4 doors away. That's like a side temple. This has actually got people in here coming to do their praying for the day. It's fabulous. Look at all the wood, dark wood. The smell of incense in here is gorgeous.
Their incense here is so different to the incense that we get at home. It's so much nicer and so much less acrid.
Sweeter.
Yeah, sweeter, that's right.
It's actually interesting to watch people actually praying and going about their everyday stuff.
The guy we followed up the street as we were heading this way, he wasn't coming in, but he stopped. He was on his mobile phone, and he stopped what he's doing, turned around at the entrance and bowed his head, and then carried on with his day. So they obviously have a lot of reverence for this building at least.
So it's Saturday evening. I really am going to have to pretty much shout to be overheard from the noise of the thunderstorm that's just come rolling in. Claire always wanted to see a tropical thunderstorm. We've seen a few so far, but this one tops them all. It is enormous. The rain is pouring down. The lightning is just non-stop. You can probably hear the noise as well. Gotta say, I've not seen rain like this for a very, very long time. The heavens have opened. It is absolutely pouring down. Claire's frightened.
I'm not, but my heart keeps jumping into my mouth with these thunders. I think Tom's missed the best of it from down here. I just tried recording on my phone and it... Oh!
Say that again.
I've just tried videoing it on my phone and my phone screen keeps pixelating because it can't cope with the lightning.
So while the storm ravages out there, and it's been on for a good hour and a half now, I thought I'd give you a quick tour of where we're staying. It's the Old Town Guesthouse in Malacca. There are paintings everywhere. It is actually really quite cool. It's done by a local artist. He does lots of other stuff as well. There's a security door here that Claire has left open for me. As it says, shoes off, so let's whip them off quick. That's better. And here's the boss lady and super chef cooking lots of cakes. Through into like the common area, library, books. There are 3 toilets and 3 showers, I think. 1, 2, yeah, 3 of each. There's tea and coffee, you help yourself. And the lady of the house keeps cooking cakes and they are lovely. Today was a butter cake, all rainbow coloured. It is really quite cool. It's very warm in here. We are in the Hong Kong room. I'll get Claire to unlock it because I can't do both at the same time. I think there are 10 rooms here in total. They don't normally fill all 10, so they're happy with 5 or 6. It's cold in here because we've left the heating on. It is basically, like, well, it's one square concrete room with a bit of a cell with one window that faces out into the common area.
Don't video too much. You can see how.
This is how we have. Well, this is how you live when you travel. You can't keep everything tidy. You can't hang it. It is nicely decorated. It's a little bit funky bedding. It's very comfortable. I think for 4 nights was £106. That's including breakfast. The first day we had deep fried bananas. Today we had like veg pakoras, tea, coffee, toast, bananas.
Yeah, lots of toast, lots of cake. She keeps baking cake, so. But I think it's quite expensive for what it is this weekend. What we didn't realise is it's Diwali. So the city is very, very busy.
But it is fabulous. They've got a rating on booking.com of
9.3 or something, I think it is.
Probably the highest I've ever stayed in. Is it value for money? Yeah, I suppose it probably is. Will I stay again? Yeah, I probably would. It's clean. That's the most important thing.
It's clean and they're very nice people.
They are fantastic. I'll give them a 10 out of 10, both of them. It bucketed down last night, as you probably saw in the video just a second ago. This morning we've come down to the river. It's dropped by, what, 2.5, 3 foot. And it is murky black. There's no boats. I guess this is to stop flooding further up. It is completely changed. Absolutely completely changed. Yesterday it looked like it was a lovely place to go and swim. Although you wouldn't, it would be filthy. But like I say, blue, dark blue, it was lovely. Look at it now, murky with crap floating down it. But there's the arse end of a water monitor going in. Yeah, just see it there. There's another one over on the slipway there. That has got to be nearly 3 foot long. Obviously the water's brought them out, the rains have brought them out as well. Middle of Malacca, a couple of 100 metres from the sea, and there's water monitors. Fabulous. So I think we found where we're having lunch or possibly dinner today. Hi Ben, hi Jack, hi Ben, hi Jack, hi Tad. Every time. My mum does the same all the time. Anyway, I think Gravy Baby is where we're going to go. Two of Claire's favourite things in the whole wide world, other than me of course, cocktails and pies. So we are at the mosque by the sea in Malacca. We're all dressed in appropriate clothing, skirts, dresses. Let's go and have a look. It's not the most stunning building, it is quite beautiful. There's a huge big hotel going up on the island just off Malacca here. There's the Straits of Malacca, 30 or 40 ships you can see out in the distance. People just milling around doing nothing. Like I say, lovely beautiful building, very new. It's only been here about a dozen years or so if I remember. There's a few people praying. You're not allowed into the actual prayer hall as a Westerner, as a tourist. Yeah, very nice. I've got to get a cab back into town, about £3.50 each way. So we've basically come here because Jack wanted to look across the Malacca Straits. Not sure why. He might explain. Let's go and ask him. Jack, why did you want to see the Malacca Straits?
I know, it's quite famous, historical.
Would
it be nice?
That's as good a reason as any. So, final day, we've just packed up, the boys are here, gonna have a game of cards. We haven't really got time for a mooch or anything. Cup of tea, cup of coffee. Packing's done. She's smiling.
I'm taking pictures.
There you go. Cool. And now on the next part of the journey, which is to
Kuala Lumpur.
Thought I'd tell you a story about yesterday. It was a bit of a disaster.